Call to order the special called meeting of the Siloam Springs Board of Directors, December 15th, 2025. Roll call.
Burns.
Here.
Chrysler. Absent. Blair.
Here.
Wiles.
Hello.
Hunt. Here. Carroll.
Here.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for taking time to be here for this meeting. And as you know, this is for the discussion of the Ordinance 25-36 for the extension of the existing levy of the 3/4 cent sales tax, or 3/8, I'm sorry. So, Christina, I will turn the floor over to you.
Just as a reminder where we left off at the last meeting, the board had already agreed to a 20, 30, 50 split with quality of life, streets, and utilities. And I believe there was more discussion to be had as there was some concern about having any quality of life. And there was also concern about whether or not the 30% for streets needed to remain for utilities. So.
Madam Mayor.
Yes, Betsy.
So the 20% towards the quality of life, I do think that's important. I know we pulled from it for Parks and Rec. It gives us, when we have to do the overpass for Lincoln going over 412, we could use it for the sidewalk because that's going to be very expensive. It gives us a fund to draw from for things we need. I know one of the big concerns was it had not been used. City administrator was letting it build up, and I've been told by staff that they wanted it to keep building. And so that's been a concern, that will it just build and build and build for somebody's pet project or whatever it is. This is an idea that was given to me, so I thought I would throw it out there, and I did send it to legal, that if that is a concern that it will keep building and not be used in the future, which I do think, since so much awareness has been brought to it, it will be used in the future. But we could also do something where we cap it at, and I don't know if legally this is possible, which is why I sent the question to legal, cap it at 5 million, 8 million, 10 million, and then it can't be saved by one person for a specific project, and then that 20% would go back towards like capital utilities or streets or whatever. So that was just a suggestion that was brought to me that I thought I would share with y'all if people are concerned about the 20% for quality of life. Yeah, but I think it's important to have that fund available when we need it. And just like right now, we've used it, and we're lucky that it was there. Because also, 5 million, I know it sounds like a lot, but it's not in the greater scheme of things. And the example that was given to me is when we redo East Main Street, yes, there's a grant for it, but it's 11 million for one street. So 5 million goes really fast when you're talking about a city budget and everything that needs to be done. So that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other director that has a comment?
Madam
Ray?
Mayor. It's my understanding that one of the reasons that it has been built up, and I think it's similar with Director Blair, is that they were looking to build it up, and I remember having conversations with both of our two previous administrators wanting to prepare things for a rec center. And I don't think that's on the palette to be utilized any longer. So I do think being able to utilize these funds to do some building projects, what have you, I think it would be good. I am still very much in favor of the 50, 30, 20, with 50 to utilities, 30 to streets, and 20 to quality of life. We've had some directors have stated that we can't define quality of life, or we can't box it in, so to speak. So there's a lot of segue room there with it. But I would say that quality of life is very high on the list of why each of us lives in this community. And I think we need to continue that to keep our community where it is and to meet the need that we have when we grow from the 20,000 people to 40,000 people by 2050, and when we're looking at a bypass coming in, and how are we going to be proactive in keeping the 412 road that's there now? How does that stay viable? And I think quality of life is one of the arenas that we can utilize for that, and also to keep our parks to where we keep it to where people want to bring their children and they can do it in safety. So I guess I'm just wanting to go on record that I am very much in favor to keep quality of life as part of this to take to our voters. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, Reed.
Madam Mayor?
Yes, Ken.
Christina, do you have, by chance, and if you don't, that's okay, how much, if we did the 20, 30, 50, what each would bring in a year's time?
I don't have that off the top of my head, but if you give me a minute, I can come back with that.
Because I guess this is just a wild thought after what Betsy had said. I mean, I would think I don't disagree, but the legality of when you cap it and you hit a point, then, since we've already designated it as for something specific, if we get to that point, can we then shift gears and put it somewhere else? But my question, then, if that's not necessarily a possibility, can we then put something in the ordinance that it has to be spent that year or the following year? Or limit just how much we can have sitting there, which then, might allow us to, or prompt us to do more with it.
So we're talking about basically $3.8 million over 10 years. So there won't be a significant amount going into quality of life every year.
Okay, so that 3.8 is for the quality of life section?
For 20%, yes.
Over 10 years?
Correct.
So basically just shy of 400,000 a year.
Yes.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Yes,
I
Brad.
was actually waiting for Director Hunt. I feel like she's staring at me.
No, that's because I'm waiting for you. Your turn, you go.
Well, a little side note, the American white pelican is migrating through City Lake, and so if your kids have never seen a white pelican, they are passing through, and there are wintering birds out there right now, and they're pretty awesome to see, and I'm not even a birder, but I was out there today, and I walked several of our sites we discussed. 50, 30, 20 makes sense. I think the important thing is the sample ballot from 2016 is the wording, and I think the real success there is the unity of the board as this goes to the ballot to be successful. And the other thing I'm excited about is that, I look at past, present, and future, and coming back on the board, separating myself from the past, which was 8 years on the board where Director Wiles is now, and looking at large and reviewing some of our past goals. And I went back to 2009. We are in an opportunity as a board to finish action plans that there was no funding for. And so, and I've gone through the list, so I'm not going to repeat it. So to me, it's an exciting time for opportunity, and we're setting Siloam up for the next generation. Additional to that, we will create revenue, right? So the whole concept of quality of life and all the improvements that we're talking about is It's like the Pool of Siloam at the Chautauqua Amphitheater set up. I just walked there the other evening, is bringing people over here to spend their dollars like we do over there. And as we increase that tax-based revenue, then we can earmark that and dump that in to accelerate street funds, right? So that it's a bigger picture thing. So I look at the 3.8 it's going to create. I look at all the projects that we have on the plate right now that before us wanted to get done. Presently, we need to address. And I'm excited if we choose this direction that, you know, we've got a lot of positive things to do. And I think globally, in my previous life, you know, think global, act local. And I just think of all the negativity out there. And Northwest Arkansas is just in such a great opportunity zone with grants. We can stretch that $5 million with grants. We just did a placemaker. We just did one with Sager Creek. We can improve our water quality. 7 kids this weekend with backpacks for fishing in the creek. That was one of James Fuller's dreams, is, you know, get kids back interacting with all our, everything we got going on around here. Saw some folks out at City Lake, shore fishing today. So it's just, I'm excited, I'm optimistic. I hope we go that direction, and I'm in support of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Brad. Mindy?
Okay, now that Brad has had his 2 cents worth. No, see, I was just respecting. I just wanted to hear what everyone said before I said anything. I am very in favor of the 50-30-20. We've gotten 3 letters so far that were very well written in support of the split that way, 50-30-20. I really appreciate those citizens reaching out with that information. And I think it's only 3 people, but I think they are people that represent other people. And so I think there is a desire to see a priority on quality of life. It can mean different things to everybody, but as Brad said, it was very specific in the way it went to the ballot before. So I think that's helpful. I do agree that the more we can present it as a unified effort, the better off we'll be in the long run. And I also think that being able to say 30% will go to the streets will really help with this, because I think quality of life is very important. I think streets are very important too, and that is a concern for a lot of people. So I think being able to say part of this is going to go towards streets. But yeah, speaking of streets, sidewalks, I walk the trails a lot in Siloam, and I see people walking the trails all the time. People use those trails. In fact, we have some trails in need of some improvement around the ball fields, and so far around JBU is pretty good, but there's just some kind of bumpy places around the ball fields. But people use our facilities that are set up for quality of life purposes, and I think we need to honor that and continue offering that. So that's where I'm coming from. I think it's a good split. Thank you, Director Carroll, for recommending that.
So just so the board knows, Director Allen did contact me and Christina to let us know he would not be here. Wanted the board to know that he was very much in favor of the 50-30-20 split. So I will just put that out there. He wanted you all to be aware of that. So do I have, we can make a motion and vote, is that not, since this is a special called meeting?
I just want to make sure that there's no intention to insert the cap mentioned by Director Blair.
Okay, yeah, that's it.
And that was good information, the, asking for the 3.8 million. That's not a huge number, so it doesn't seem like at this point it would be needed. So
Okay.
I'm fine. And it was a suggestion somebody brought to me, and I thought it was a good one, but given the numbers we're talking about, I'm fine with it.
I just want to make sure, because if we do want to do that, we just need to include it in the ordinance and also in our ballot language. So if that's a possibility, we just need to get that included.
So I guess I'm going to ask, right now, as the ordinance reads, it does read that there is the 50, 30, 20 split is what would be on the ballot. So do I have a motion to change that or to go forward with that split, 50, 30, 20?
I move to go forward with that split as is.
As is?
Second?
Okay. So I think first we'll take a roll call vote on agreeing on the split, and then we can go back and take if we want to, you can vote on your ordinance tonight, or you can wait until tomorrow night and do all 3 readings. Is that, we do need to do
Be
it
the
by
second
tomorrow,
and
right?
third reading. Yes.
Yeah, all right. So tonight would be, we could do this as the second reading because you're not making any changes. Is that correct, Heather? Right? Okay. That's what I was thinking. So first I'm going to take a roll call for the agreeing on the split, and then we'll go back and I'm going to ask if there is a motion to place this ordinance on its second reading tonight. So we have a motion and a second to vote on the split. Roll call.
Whistler. Allen. Blair.
Yes.
Wiles.
Yes.
Hunt.
Yes?
And Carroll.
Yes.
Motion is approved and it
And
is
Burns.
unanimous. Now, I'm sorry. Yes, Brad.
Burns? Yes.
I'm sorry, Brad.
You don't have to be
Burns.
sorry. It's fine.
He can call his own
You're
name.
good. But we did get his vote, so that's good. So I will now ask, do I have a vote to place ordinance 25-36 on its second reading, suspending the rules, reading by title only?
So moved.
Second?
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Were we doing second and third?
Could get a second and third if we
Your
need
second,
to.
okay. Never mind, I'm sorry.
I made the motion for a second,
Okay.
just a second.
Yeah, this is our second reading because we didn't make an amendment. Okay.
Allen. Blair.
Yes.
Wiles.
Yes.
Hunt.
Yes.
Carroll.
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Rissler.
Motion is approved. Christina.
Ordinance number 25-36, an ordinance providing for the extension of an existing levy of a .375% sales and use tax within the city of Siloam Springs, Arkansas, revising the split of the proceeds of the existing sales and use tax and prescribing other matters pertaining thereto.
Thank you. So with that, tomorrow night, we will be placing this on the agenda, or I believe it's already on the agenda and Heather, you have something
Well, you need to vote to pass it. That was your vote to waive the reading. Oh, okay. But you still need to approve it on the second reading, yes?
That's what we just did.
You have to waive the reading and read by title only, and then another vote. It's different votes.
I thought it wasn't until the third reading we did that.
Where would we do that?
This was just the second reading.
So what you're saying is we really need to do a second vote for the title, reading by title only? Is
Yes,
that what you're saying?
It's two votes. One vote to waive the rules, and then you need a vote to approve the ordinance on its second reading.
Okay, so,
Do that after.
and we have not ever done it that way. We've always just included in the motion itself. So you're telling us we should actually do a separate one for the suspending the rules?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So I would ask then, because we have approved the second reading. That was our vote that we just did. So now do I have a motion to suspend the rules, read by title only?
So moved.
We have a motion and a second. Roll call.
Blair.
Yes.
Wiles.
Yes.
Hunt.
Yes.
Carroll.
Yes.
Burns.
Yes.
Rissler. Allen.
That is approved. Should we have, for the record, should we have Christina read the title again, Heather?
No, I think
Would
you
that
did
be
it.
appropriate? She's already
Yes,
done that, so
yes.
we're, okay. Okay, all right. So anything else? Betsy?
Madam Mayor, just for clarification.
Sure.
I don't remember, will we need to do an emergency clause tomorrow night, or are we good on that?
No, you don't need an emergency clause.
Okay.
Because that'll give us time. If we pass it tomorrow night, it'll give us time before the ballot, okay. I'm going to ask you, do they need to vote on the wording that's going to be on the ballot, or will you come up with that? How will they know what that wording is going to look like?
You guys approve the ordinance, the ballot language will come from your administration.
Okay, all right. So she will make sure then that
Yes,
they're
and then
aware
that
of
gets
what they're
submitted
proposing.
to, of course, to the Secretary of State, and it has to be approved. So that's,
Okay,
I don't think there's any vote that's needed on that
just they
from
need
the
to say
board.
they approve of the, okay. Okay, all right, everyone understand that? Okay, good with that? Okay, so we have discussed what was on our agenda. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. We are adjourned. Thank you.